There's some shady going on at a Ford dealership in South Carolina. A family is suing that dealership because they say the dealer added roughly $40,000 to their price, and they claim they forged their names. Here's the story. A family is suing a South Carolina car dealership claiming that they had a deal in writing, but that the final paperwork listed roughly $40,000 in different costs than what they were expecting. In addition, they say somebody forged their names on the contract. Alex Gallardo says the truck that he bought from Mark Ficken Ford runs great. The truck's fine. Nothing wrong with the truck. But he and his wife are suing the dealership over the financial side of the deal. He says, quote, "It's overwhelming. It's frustrating. It's very tiring." So according to Gallardo, he and his wife signed the paperwork, but the dealer did not give them copies of the documents. He says the business gave him a sales contract several days later, one he and his wife hadn't seen before. And that contract listed a higher interest rate and expenses that he says he didn't agree to, such as gap insurance. Of course, it's gap insurance. They also claim someone forged their signatures on the form. We've heard this before. In addition, it gets worse. They say the vehicle was supposed to cost around $74,000. Must have been a nice Ford. They also agreed to a service plan and maintenance plan, which would have added some extra costs, but they never actually signed anything official for those two plans. But the contract says they were now on the hook for, get this, $117,000, which is almost 60% more than what they thought they were paying. He says he complained to the dealership and they offered to buy back the vehicle. That's nice, right? But they didn't want that option. Quote, "All the time that we have just been wasting, all the time invested into looking for that vehicle, going to the dealership, taking time off work. What they were offering wasn't a real solution for both parties involved," he says. "It left us no choice but to seek legal counsel." The couple's lawyer says, quote, "It falls far short of trying to make it right and giving them the deal that they anticipated. Client satisfaction is our number one priority every day. We were simply not able to discuss pending litigation." Of course they're not. So here's the advice. 1, don't leave a dealership without documents, including the final price, interest rate, monthly payments. Next, some things that you buy have a 3-day right to cancel, but cars don't unless the contract says otherwise. Did you know that? And last but not least, make sure the contract says you get your money back, including your down payment, if the dealer breaches said contract. As hard as it is to validate some of these claims and the comments that are following some of these allegations, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you experienced anything like this in recent memory, whether it's COVID time up to right now, where you're experiencing some shady interactions and things that don't seem to be right? Now, these dealerships are getting in trouble if they get caught for adding money over the MSRP for dealer fees by the manufacturer, by Ford, for example. So if Ford finds out that a local dealership is putting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on top of a vehicle and they're not allowed to, they will get penalized, just so you know. Leave your comments below. Look forward to reading them.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.